everybody, and welcome back to Fandom Fights. I am your host for today. My name is Robert Parker. With me is the lovely and talented Maggie Burkala. Maggie, how are you today?
I'm good. I'm not Tim, but I'm in his spot, so it's exciting to not have
You're
to
going to
sit
rip it off like a
forever.
Mission Impossible mask, and it's actually
Right?
from underneath.
Basically,
I'm just
yeah.
calling it now. But by the end of the match, I expect to see that. But we have a great match today. We have a teams match. We have the number one ranked team or seeded team in this tournament, Wookiee Mistake, Joe and David, going against the number 5 Guns and Ships, which is, of course, Boatman and Albert. How do you think this match is going to go, Maggie? And are you excited?
Of course I'm excited. It really could go either way. Both teams incredibly strong, obviously. I think both of these teams played for the title in the last season-ish, I believe. And so they both have what it takes. So don't make fun of me. I kind of follow. And so, no, it's going to be a great match.
Yeah, I hope so too. And I think these players hope they're going to play very well as well. Let's see what they have to say in their promos right now.
Oh, hey guys. How's it going?
Going good.
Yeah.
Looking forward to this. It's the semi-finals. We're 2 matches away, but as always, we're only focused on this one. A lot of preparation gone into this. I know Caleb holds us personally responsible for the destruction of his previous team. But, I mean, how angry can you be? We had to break the points record to do it. And I kind of feel that that's on him. And that's on Thomas, who is also here today. So I'm sure there's a reason for that. But I'm looking forward to this. I think we're prepared as we're going to be. David?
So I don't know where that came from. So I just want to say Caleb, Albert, and Thomas right now are great people, all Kingsmen. I just want this to be a good match, no matter what. One, a Kingsman is going to the finals, and that's awesome. Yeah, this is the type of match where you have to play near perfect to win, or at least that's what I am expecting. It's going to come down to the wheel. It's going to come down to a weird round 3 question. So, yeah, let's just have fun, I guess.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Couldn't agree more on that. I'm looking forward to it.
Another friendly match between faction. I mean,
yeah,
it's going to be a good one. Let's do it.
Okay, listen. Last match, you guys played kick-ass. You broke a bunch of records. You made every rod drop on the floor. Crap, the only, shorter team that was in this tournament. Boom, problem solved. Cody can just watch the rest of the tournament from his couch. Job well done. No one cares now. This is the semis. This is a brand new match. This is the match between the last 2 teams to go for that team's title. So this is going to be an incredibly close match. Joe and David, yeah, they were responsible for any mischief managed. But you know what? What's happened since then? Both Bowman and I have had great success in teams. You two have been on a tear recently in teams. So this is going to be a great, fun Kingston match. But there's going to be a little bit of fire coming from both of our boys here because, we want this. We want this super bad. We want to make this again. We want to make this a Kingsman year in both singles and teams, going for that belt, in whatever every chance we can get to go for that belt. We want it to be a Kingsman going for that belt, whether it be singles, whether it be teams, whatever. We're ready. We're hungry. What do you guys think?
At the end of the day, all those things that you said are true. At the same time, Alvin and I are also here for a good time. We're gonna have fun. We're not gonna stress. That's kind of the approach I've tried to have in fandom, because lately, before that, I would get a little in my own head sometimes. And last match, me and Albert played. I said to myself, okay, let's just have fun and see what happens. And we played a near perfect game. I'm going to take that same attitude. Albert's going to take that same attitude. Albert's awesome. I think he and I complement each other perfectly. I'm ready to go. Albert?
Yeah, I'm here to have a good time. Hopefully I do well. I'm playing from a car. I've been on the road for the past hour, so hopefully I can just focus and do well. That's just my hope here today.
Because you're dedicated. Doesn't matter. Plane, train, rain, sleet, snow. Albert is ready. Manners maketh man. Let's do this.
Let's play.
Maggie, I dare say that those promos were fire. All
I
right.
would say they were long, but yes.
Fire nonetheless. Albert obviously joining the esteemed ranks of players who have played from a car. There have been 6 to do so far. Currently they're 3-3. We'll see which way he can tip the scales. But without any further ado, let's bring our players in while we explain round 1. So the way round 1 works is you get 10 questions from 10 predetermined categories. You got to write it down on your whiteboard. You got 15 seconds to answer. Correct answer is worth 1 point. You get 3 repeats and 1 challenge to use throughout the course of the match. Should any one individual player get all 10 questions correct, you will get a bonus question at the end of the round worth an additional 1 point. That is not a real stat. I made it up. So let's fix that. All right. Good enough for me. So, Maggie, would you like to kick us off with our first question in round 1?
All right, guys. Your first question, round number 1, comes in the category of YA dystopia. How does Tori die in Allegiant?
I remember seeing this movie the night that I got fired.
Well, you didn't really get fired.
Yeah, I didn't. It was close enough.
You were asked to leave, but not for bad reasons.
Not for bad reasons, guys. I just
It wasn't your fault. It was my fault.
5, 4, 3. You heard it here first. 2,
True.
1. Pens down. Let's start with Albert.
Shot by the factionless.
And Caleb.
I said falls.
And Joe.
Electrocuted.
And David.
She's shot.
Shot is correct. It's going to be 1-1. As we go into your second question in the category of Star Trek. Who plays Savick in The Search for Spock?
This is a film.
I like this one.
I've seen it.
Have you?
2 times, I think. Yeah.
Woo!
I know.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're starting with Bowman.
Robin Curtis.
And Joe.
Robin Curtis.
And David.
Thank God I picked the right one. Robin Curtis.
And Albert.
Robin Curtis.
That is what they call a clean sweep, folks.
Indeed. All right, guys. Your next question comes in the category of DreamWorks animation. Where on Earth is O trying to escape to once he becomes a fugitive in home?
Where on Earth? Isn't that like an expression that people use?
Where on Earth? I had to it wasn't making sense when I was reading it, so I stumbled and I apologize.
Well, you know what? No. I thought you did very well persevering. 5.
Thank you.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're starting with Joe.
Hawaii.
And David.
Antarctica.
Albert.
Paris.
And Bowman.
I said Seattle.
Antarctica is correct for David. Wookiee going to take the lead. So going to your next question. Category is horror icons. What is the name of the town that Elm Street is located in the Nightmare on Elm Street franchise?
Classic.
You like these ones?
No. In order of franchise, it's definitely Halloween, Jason, and that's
City.
5, 4,
yeah.
3, 2, 1. Pens down. I think we're starting with David.
Crystal Lake.
And Albert.
Springwood.
And Boatman.
Springwood, I believe in Illinois.
And Joe.
Springwood.
Nice.
I
Springwood
believe
is
it's
correct.
Ohio, actually.
Fair.
I believe, though, that's going to be a tie game.
Indeed. All right, your next question comes in the category of DC. In which DC film do the main characters use time cycles to travel in time? Time cycle.
Would you use, like, a tricycle to travel time?
I mean, yeah.
I would prefer a scooter. I think a nice razor scooter.
That's what you would. Your
Yeah,
time
that's my
travel.
mode of transportation. Yeah, correct.
Yeah.
5, 4,
Repeat the
3,
question.
2. All right.
All right.
That is Guns and Chips first repeat.
And the question: in which DC film do the main characters use time cycles to travel in time?
We need to vamp.
Yes.
Razor scooters again?
Right?
5,
Skateboards,
4,
regular
3,
bicycles.
2. Overrated. 1. Pens down. I think we're back around to, I don't know, Albert
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
and Bowman
Glad I used that repeat. Teen Titans Go to the movies.
and Joe
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
and David.
Teen Titans Go to the movies.
All right. I'm going to pause it right there as I need to go get my charger for my laptop.
Okay.
All right. We're still tie game as your next category is in Fandom Oscars. What was the most recent fandom film to receive 10 or more Oscar nominations?
It's a lot of nominations.
Yeah. It's a lot of numbers, too.
Mm-hmm.
A numbers kind of person, Maggie?
Sometimes, not usually though. Yeah,
I like a good number.
I'm
5,
bad at calculating like
4,
tips and stuff.
3,
Basic addition.
2. You should just use Dad's trick. 1.
Mhm.
Pens down, please. Boatman
Said Lord of the Rings: Return of the King.
and Joe
Joker.
and David
I also said Return of the King.
and Albert.
I said Joker.
Joker is correct.
Okay.
11 for the record. All right, your next question comes in the category of Worlds of DC. In Wonder Woman, what does Diana try on that Etta jokingly says suddenly makes her look not the most gorgeous woman you've ever seen?
A humble flex that you knew it was 11.
Yeah.
It's not on the doc. You knew that. That's
Yes, because I just have all the Phantom Oscars memorized for no reason. I'm working on
Humble
getting
brag.
rid of that knowledge.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I believe we're starting with Joe
Glasses.
and David
Glasses?
and Albert
Glasses.
and Bowman.
Me and Cameron Holtzman's least favorite trope: glasses.
That's what we call a clean sweep. Your next question comes in the category of Pixar. These are movies based on Pixar comics outside the PCEU. Your question: who voices the waiter of Gusteau's, Mustafa, in Ratatouille? That's what they call an old bit that I haven't gotten to do in a long time. I missed that bit.
Which bit?
The PCEU.
Oh, yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, please. David, we're coming to you first.
Nothing.
Albert
No clue. Will Patton.
and Boat
John Ratzenberger.
and Joe.
Well on that.
John Ratzenberger is
Nice.
correct. Guns and Ships going to take a 1-point lead there.
All right, your penultimate question in round number 1 comes in the category of Middle Earth. How is Keely killed in the Battle of the Five Armies?
Keely killed. Clues in the name.
I know, I almost said killed. I had to, because the I's and the L's look so similar.
I do.
I also did the in front of battle because they just have
5,
words.
4, 3, 2.
I can hear the ice cream truck.
Pens down. You should go get something. Who are we starting with? I don't know. Let's do. I don't know. Boatman. Why not?
Shot with arrow.
And Joe
Stabbed.
and David
I said impaled by Volk.
and Albert.
I say stabbed by bolt.
All right. I think we're gonna give it to everybody except Joe. There, we will take just stabbed, impaled. We're gonna.
You
take
mean
all the same.
Bowman?
Yeah.
Oh, excuse me. Sorry. 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 I sorry. You're right, Joe.
No,
You're
we're
right, you're
good.
right.
Yep.
That was
I did
my
do
mistake.
it.
My mistake. I thought you had the arrow answer. Nope.
Nope.
My bad.
All right, so we are still tied heading
Tie
into
game
the
once
last
again, yep.
question. Do you want to read it, Robert?
It's my question, isn't it?
Yep.
Category is MCU. What does Star-Lord use to knock out the guard who stole his Walkman in Guardians of the Galaxy? I don't believe anybody is perfect, but I haven't been paying that close of attention.
I think that on the Dreamers question,
Right. You're right. I think that was a big wipeout for everybody except one person. All right. Let's see. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. I don't know. Joe
The orb.
and David
Yep. He said he's done.
and Albert
I said the metal leg that he took.
And Boatman.
I just said a rock.
The orb is correct. So with that, Wookiee's going to take that 1 point lead,
Nice.
13-12. As we go into round 2. Maggie, would you like to explain round 2?
Oh, responsibility. All right.
I can if you want to.
Round 2 is going to work like this, you guys. There's going to be a wheel. The wheel has categories on it. Robert will bring up the wheel, and we will read those categories. Each team, so Wookiee's in the lead, so they'll decide if they're going to go first or second, and then they will spin the wheel, and whatever they land on the first time, they can spin again if they so choose, unless the spinners are opponent's choice. And then you'll answer 5 questions. Each question is worth 2 points, multiple choice for 1 point. And look out, as Tim would say, be very aware. Watch out. Stealing is available. Did I get all of the rules?
Sure, I think so. We're going to bring up
it's fine.
this wheel and also bring in Wookiee's manager. Your categories on today's wheel are Star Wars, DC, Fandom Oscars, DreamWorks, Middle-earth, James Bond, Fandom Quotes, MCU, and of course the dreaded Spinners and Opponent's Choice. So based on that wheel, Wookiee, would you like to go first or second?
I know y'all talked about it, but in match, how do you feel right now?
I stick to the plan, right, Joe?
Yeah, you know how I feel, but I think we had a plan. I think we should stick to it.
We'll go second.
Okay, you will defer, which means I can bring in Guns and Ships manager, Tom Scully. All right, so Guns and Ships, your first spin is in. Lands on DreamWorks.
We'll take it. Right?
Are you guys sure?
I should make sure Albert's okay. Albert, are you okay with that?
If you're good with it, I'm good with it.
Okay.
All
Remember
right,
to play
so we're gonna.
because it is, it's a strike category. So just watch out. Use those repeats if you need to. You get 2 left. Stay patient. You guys got this.
Yep.
All right, so we're gonna bring Scully back out, and Maggie, would you like to give Guns and Ships their questions?
I sure
category
can.
DreamWorks.
Let me just find them. 1 moment, please.
You could say by taking this wheel that they're taking the horse by the reins.
Oh boy. All right. I found them. We don't need to make any more jokes. Okay. Guns and Ships, are you ready for your questions in DreamWorks?
Yep.
All right. So your first question. Which DreamWorks film features an elderly character named Fowler who claims to have once been in the British Royal Air Force?
Chicken Run.
That is correct for 2 points.
We're going to wait for final answer.
Oh, yeah. Whoops.
But so
My
the balance
bad.
shifts.
This is why I don't host very often. All right. In Shrek 2, how does someone contact the fairy godmother?
Teardrops.
Okay, if you're sure, go for it.
Teardrops, final answer.
That is correct for another 2 points. And your third question, who voices George, the writer of the Captain Underpants comics in Captain Underpants, the first epic movie?
Do you know Albert?
I forgot which one is George, which one is Harold.
Oh, it's one of the 2 kids.
Yeah.
Multiple choice?
5.
Yeah, let's go. We'll go
4.
please.
Multiple choice.
3.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Thomas Middleditch, B, Kevin Hart, C, Nick Kroll, D, Jordan Peele.
My gut is A,
George Harold.
but I don't really remember. If you think it's...
Let's go with A then. It's
5.
one of the 2 I couldn't remember.
4.
A, final answer.
That is incorrect. Wookiee, your chance for a 1 point steal. The options again are A, Thomas Middleditch, B, Kevin Hart, C, Nick Kroll, D, Jordan Peele.
Joe, I think it's Kevin Hart.
Go for it. Like I said, there's like 2 DreamWorks movies I haven't seen, and they're Home and Captain Underpants, and they've both come up.
I
missing that.
think, if I am not mistaken, the character, I think that's in the notes you sent me.
Do it.
Kevin Hart, final answer.
That is correct for a 1 point steal.
It's in my notes now.
All right, Guns
Yours,
and
not mine.
Ships. Your next question in DreamWorks. In Kung Fu Panda 2, the first time Shen uses his cannon, he kills a Kung Fu master who is what kind of animal?
It's Rhino.
Okay.
He
I
killed
don't remember.
Thundering Rhino. So Rhino, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice ball.
And your last question in the category of DreamWorks. Astrid gives what special name to the white female Fury dragon in How to Train Your Dragon: The Hidden World?
Light Fury.
Yeah. I didn't know if they were looking for something more specific than that. Yeah. Light Fury, final answer.
And that is correct for another 2 points.
All right. So after Guns and Ships round 2, they were able to get 8 points, bringing their total up to 20. Joe and David did get 1 point of steal, so they're up to 14 as their spin at the wheel comes up. All right. Come on. There we go. And Wookiee, your spin is in. And it lands on...
Oh,
Wow, opponent's choice.
Okay.
Opponent's choice. So,
It's cool, David. You know what
Yeah, bring in Scully.
yep, I'm going to bring Scully in and take Thomas out. Sorry, Thomas.
I'm either Oscars or quotes, right?
Yeah. What do you guys? It's honestly a toss up. I think it could go either way.
I'm leaning Oscars just because that's our strength. I feel like they'll do
I think
whatever.
I think you guys are definitely going to have better opportunities to steal for Oscars, so I would go Phantom Oscars. Plus,
Albert,
it's the strength
do you feel
category, so it's going to
comfortable
be.
I'm fine with that. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Phantom Oscars then?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so Joe and David, your questions in the category Fandom Oscars. What was the last Star Wars film to not be nominated for original score?
So Rise of Skywalker was. Solo was only nominated for visual effects. So Solo, a Star Wars story, I would say.
yeah.
Solo, a Star Wars story, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
I can't remember if Rise was nominated.
All right, your next question.
It was.
Which Oscar was Maleficent nominated for?
Is it makeup?
It's not coming to me. Do you want to
Multiple. I am not sure. I know Mistress of Evil was for makeup.
Four.
Let's go multiple choice.
Three.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay. Your multiple choice options are A, makeup, B, production design, C, costume design, or D, visual effects.
I mean,
I say we go Return of the Jedi on this.
okay.
Yeah. A, makeup, final answer.
A is incorrect. Chance for a 1 point steal. Your options, again, are A, makeup, B, production design, C, costume design, or D, visual effects.
I know it's not costume design. So and I don't think it's production design. So you
That's
wanna
probably
go
visual. Right, yeah. Let's go with that.
visual effects, final answer.
That is also incorrect. We were looking for costume design.
That was my other
It's
choice.
like-
please.
All right. So no steal there. Wookiee, your third question. The 5 DC Superman films have been nominated for how many Oscars collectively?
So I think it's just the 3 for Superman and 1 for Superman Returns.
You
Yeah,
feel?
it is.
Go ahead.
4, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice, Joe.
All right, your next question. Which Marvel film was nominated only for sound mixing and visual effects?
I think that's Sam Raimi's Spider-Man.
Okay.
I'm happy to go with it. I'm confident enough to go with it.
Sure, go ahead.
5.
Spider-Man, final answer.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
And your final question in this category. Which Oscar was Toy Story 3 nominated for that no other Pixar film has been nominated for?
Is it Best Picture?
No, because think Wally or Up had those.
Right. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Wally was for Best Picture?
5, 4.
Repeat, maybe?
Yeah, repeat the question.
Repeat the question.
Okay, that's your first repeat.
I'm trying to remember. So the original
Which
cast-
Oscar was Toy Story 3 nominated for that no other Pixar film has been nominated for?
There is another one. Do you want to multiple it?
Yeah.
Multiple choice, please.
Okay, your options are A, Best Picture, B, Sound Mixing, C, Sound Editing, or D, Adapted Screenplay.
It
Is
might
it
be.
adapted?
It might be, yeah. I'm thinking about it. Because I know Inside Out was original. I
Okay.
think
If you
that
think
sounds
that's
right to
it,
me.
let's go.
Adapted screenplay, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Nice one, David.
So at the end
Okay.
of Wookiee's round 2, they were able to get 7 points plus their 1 point steal. That brings them to 21 to Guns and Ships 20. It is a 1 point game going into round 3. It's a tense one. Round 3, of course, works like this. We're going to give you a category. From that category, your team has to choose which team member they would like to have answer the question, as well as the number of points they'd like to wager between 0 and 2. Those 2 competitors then will be asked the question via whiteboard. If you get the question right, you get the number of points you wagered. If you get the question wrong, you lose the number of points you wagered. We continue until all 5 questions have been asked, or excuse me, the second question, then the other person has to answer, and then you'll decide again for 3. The opposite has to answer for 4, and then they can collaborate on the 5th question should we get that far. So it is 21 to 20. Your first category in the betting round is Disney Animation. Which team member would you like to take Disney Animation, and how many points would you like to bet?
Can we bring in a manager?
You sure can. Sorry about that.
So, Bo,
Okay, anyways, I'll take it, right?
I would say so.
Do you know what my
I trust you, Bo.
fear can be about this? But
Yeah.
I think I'm trying to remember the call.
I think,
Yeah, who's gonna take it? You gonna take it, David?
yeah.
Okay. Well, they're probably gonna bet 2. So
David,
Yeah.
I think you should go. I think you should go
You don't know that.
Iron Man or Avengers Endgame.
Okay, yeah.
I'm leaning Iron Man, but it's up to you.
Yeah.
Remember what we said pre-match about how we were going to do this.
I think I know.
All right.
I don't know. I don't go.
You guys
So
good?
Sounds like decisions have been made. So I'm going to take the managers back out. And we know that Boatman and David are going to be answering the questions. Let's get your bets first. Boatman?
2.
And David?
2.
All right, both betting 2.
What's that?
Maggie, would you like to give me a question?
I would love to. Your question in Disney Animation. What are John, Michael, and Wendy's last name in Peter Pan?
Do you remember when you were in the play of this?
I do.
I remember that as well.
I was Michael.
You were. Flawlessly, might I add.
Mhm. I was a young boy.
5, 4. Back when you were a young boy. 3,
Yeah.
2, 1. Pens down, please. Let's go to Boatman first.
Darling.
And David.
Darling.
That is correct. 23 to 22, keeping that lead. So now Albert and Joe will have to answer a question from the category of DC. DC movies. Please decide how many
Albert,
you'd like
how
to
you-
bet in DC.
Albert, how comfortable are you with DC? Because we know Joe's most likely going to go 2. So do you want to match him for it?
Yeah. If boat's okay with it, then I can go with that.
Yeah.
I think
Match. And if we miss and he hits, we still have 3 questions left to battle back.
All
no,
right.
no code needed. You're good.
Nope.
Sounds like decisions are made. So Joe and Albert, how many are you betting? Starting with Albert.
2.
And Joe?
2.
2's all around. All right. Your question then in the category of DC. Who plays Dr. Bailey, the creator of the Nightshade, in Red 2?
This is tense.
This is I can cut the tenseness with a knife. 5, 4,
The tension, you could say.
3, 2. I don't know English. 1. Pens down. I
Me
can
neither.
number good. All right, we're starting with, I don't know, Joe
Anthony Hopkins.
and Albert.
I wrote Alfred Molina.
Anthony Hopkins is correct. Wookiee going to bring their point total up to 25 to Guns and Ships 20. It is a 5-point game going into your next category, which is Star Trek. Please decide who you would like to take the question and how many points you'd like to bet in Star Trek.
Albert, that
I think
and we got to run too.
in the spirit of Star Trek Beyond.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds like decisions are made, or we're just talking about 2016 movies we love. So, who is taking this one for each team? Joe and Albert? All right. How many would you like to bet? Albert?
2 again.
And Joe?
2.
Okay.
Your question in Star Trek. What is the name of the planet that Kirk meets Spock Prime on in Star Trek 09?
Can you imagine meeting a prime version of yourself?
No.
That'd be horrifying. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We're going to start with Albert.
Delta Vega.
And Joe?
The third Tarantino brother, Delta Vega.
That is correct on all accounts. 27 to 22, still a 5-point game as we go into your next question in the category of Disney live action. So, Caleb and David, how many would you like to bet in Disney live action?
I'm good.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Just run it.
Running out of space on my board.
All right. That's why you got to kill trees. Do it the real way.
I know. I usually do.
All right. Seems like decisions are made. So we're going to start with Boatman. How would you like to bet?
2.
All right. And David?
0.
Okay. Big opportunity to come back here for Guns and Ships. Your question, Disney live action. At what type of location does the team first meet Hurley, a guinea pig voiced by Jon Favreau, in G-Force? Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. David first for stats.
Is it a cage?
And Boatman?
A pet store.
That is correct for 2 points. 24 to 27. They stay alive as we go into your final question, which of course you can confer on. You do have to choose your bets first, though, I believe.
We get what?
Sorry.
Oh, is it? What?
I was just going to say also Wookiee has to choose question 1 or question 2.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
But I give the category first.
I don't know what the order is.
I'm going to give the category first.
Okay.
Because I'm running this ship today. Your category is MCU. Wookiee, would you like question 1 or 2?
Question 1?
Sounds like a good number to me. All right. You're going to say question 1. Guns and Ships, you have question 2. Please write down your bets. We'll get your bets and then answer the questions.
I don't know if
David, I think
needed.
Okay. What's
All
this
The
called?
score is 24 to 27.
look, we know what
Okay.
we're doing.
Yeah. Sorry.
You want to
We
write?
know what we got to
I
do.
got it.
I'll write it. I got it.
All right. And we will get bets starting with Bowman.
Good game, guys. 2.
All right. And Wookiee,
0.
0. And we will give Guns and Ships theirs first, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really matter either way.
We're going to give Guns and Ships their question now.
Okay. I will do that then.
Question 2.
Yep. Question 2. Guns and Ships. In MCU. Name 3 of the 4 characters who are physically restraining Thanos on Titan just before Star-Lord attacks him for killing Gamora and after Iron Man lets go in Avengers of Infinity War.
Okay.
Nebula is one of them, right?
How many did he need? 3?
3.
Well, Mantis is holding on to him
Yeah.
like, telepathically, and Drax.
And Nebula.
5.
Nebula, one of them.
4.
I believe
3.
so. Yeah.
2.
Nebula, Drax,
From,
Mantis. Final answer.
And your winners, Wookiee Mistake, Joe
Great
and David. Nebula, unfortunately, was not in there. You had 2 of them, Mantis and Drax. The other 2, Spider-Man and Doctor Strange.
Did not matter.
Oh,
So-
Doctor
Yep.
Strange.
So final score of 22-27.
Right. Great match by both teams. Really, really good stuff out of round 1. Both teams played really, really well in round 2. Let's just go to post-match right away, starting with our, let's start with the victorious team here today in Joe and David. Guys, how do you feel?
Can you bring Thomas?
Yeah, we'll bring Thomas in, sure. Professional would have done that already.
Just on a that was one of the most heart-pounding matches I've ever played in.
Yeah.
With the opponent's choice in there, I was very surprised they had that one miss in DreamWorks. David was amazing with the steal, but when we got opponent's choice, we knew it was going to be quotes or Oscars, and we figured it would be Oscars. We worked our absolute socks off to get that as strong as we possibly could, and it seems to have paid off.
Yeah, I mean, these type of matches, when you are tight and when you win, it's weird. I am really happy. I think this was the kind of match we wanted. So I also want to say, yes, I have not been having like a great season so far, in other leagues, play-wise and everything. But it's nice to like come back with Joe and get wins and everything. And Joe did incredible in the first round. I was just an spectator, so that was great. Joe and Boatman and Albert played awesome. And yeah.
You never like to see people like Boatman and Albert losing. We've always been cheering them on when we've not been playing against them. They did play a great game. We worked on what we were weak at, and
it definitely showed, guys. You put in the work, and like you said, no one wants to get opponent's choice, but I mean, it showed. They played great too. I mean, that, like you said, it was a heart-pounding match. Very cool. Hey, man, you guys are going to the finals, so let's be excited.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and to be honest, we know our normal tactic is to spin first, and we probably would have spun away from DreamWorks, so I think we would have got opponent's choice either way.
Yeah. Do we know who we are playing in the finals? Or
I don't know
sure
if we
don't.
can say. I know who it is, but I don't know if we can say. So I'm gonna err on the side of caution because they're not here. But I can tell you.
Either way, we look forward to seeing all 3 of you in the finals, and I'm sure you will all play excellently there. Thank you for coming out today, and obviously, congratulations on a well-played match. Now we're going to toss it over to the Kingsmen's with Kingsmen's Part 2. All of the Kingsmen's. Look, it's a Kingsmen's fiesta. Guys, how do you feel about how you played today? Do you think you made the right choice by going for Oscars on opponents? You guys obviously bet out as much as you could in that final round.
Well, and you did
I think you
great
played well.
in round 2. And
Yeah, you nailed it in your DreamWorks round. You guys played well.
Albert and I, as you can see, Albert is literally driving back from vacation. I just got back from vacation like a couple days ago. So Albert and I, neither of us were at 100% capacity. So if this is how we play at like 80, 90% capacity, I think that just shows how good we are as a team. That I almost don't count the MCU miss as a miss against us, because at that point we knew we were going to lose, and maybe if we would have had a repeat, we would have, or maybe we wouldn't have. I don't know. But, at the end of the day, I think Albert and I are legitimately a really good team that just got set up against another really good team on a time that was, not great for us, and we still knocked it out of the park, but take nothing away from Joe and Dave, who just played an excellent game. They're a great team, and I can't wait to see their next match. They're a top-tier team for a reason. I would have personally liked the revenge, but I'm just happy to be playing with Albert. Albert's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, Wookiee Mistake played a fantastic match. Not to take anything away from them, but yeah, just unfortunate timing for the both of us. Moral of the story, in my opinion, if you have a fandom match, schedule it around your road trip or your vacation, not the other way around. My last two fandom match took place during this road trip. Doesn't turn out very good. So that's the moral of the story, I think.
Yeah,
Is
I mean,
there?
look,
Sorry.
no, it's all right. Here's the deal: take your vacations in July and August. Don't take them in May and June. That's the moral of the story. But no, look, these guys, they came in kind of, fatigued from doing other things, because we all need relaxation outside of this great thing we do. And it just kind of set in to, only round one. Got a great boost by DreamWorks in round two. Captain Underpants is a horrible movie. I don't care how many times Tim Collins is a great movie. It's a horrible movie. So I don't fault you guys for missing that. And then look, round three, they hit. We just had a couple misses here and there. And then that was it. But don't worry, because when Coho and I send Necronomicon back down to the hells that they came from, we'll take care of Wookiee for you. So don't worry.
Strong words.
All right, congrats again on a good match, guys. Obviously, be safe. Click your ticket on your ride home, and we'll see you guys next time. Maggie, do you have any final thoughts today?
It was a great match. It was two really solid teams going up against each other. It was neck and neck the whole time. It was a really good match, and I'm excited to see what the finals will bring.
Yeah, these finals are going to be spicy, and I'm excited to see them spicy finals from everybody here at Multiplex Entertainment, from myself and Maggie, your host today, both all of the players, Joe, David, Boat, and Albert, and the managers, Thompson, Scully. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you next time on Fandom Fights.
We are so glad you came. Bye-bye. 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 Bye-bye now. Bye. Bye-bye. Remember, please discard all candy wrappers and popcorn containers in the nearest trash receptacle. Thank you. Okay, bye-bye now. Bye-bye. Bye. Okay. Are they all gone? Is everybody gone? Huh? Good.